scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
12.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 Thomas.
On second down, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far, since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year.
Back to Mixon on first down.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Catch is made here by Herb Smith Jr. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal.
11 Thomas.
Mixon.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, 31.
Now Chubb running right.
Down the sideline he goes. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
York able to send this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Like the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
11 MT. God.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And down to the 28-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. They can.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always at the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Rashaan Evans. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Come on, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 59 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We're set. 36.
Watson now to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MP, Kate. 11 MP. They got to go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Bengals! Irv Smith Jr., a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball.
Bling, bling, bling. This mad. All right. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. it's me and Greek. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good at Aesl, listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron and you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like it's Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my...
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in Week 1. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 2.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 23-yard line.
On 1.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
12. Gotta go.
First down. Here's Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
1-1, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You remember in preseason.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. On the return is Jones. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
And making the tackle there, Martin Emerson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I'm one, Rick. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
11, 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight 1st downs.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Here we go.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
11.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
12.
Now Burrow on first down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow will throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back. For him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12. Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these. There he goes, Amari Cooper.
And finally shoved out up past the 40-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down to Orlando with
it's
Jonathan
a new
Coachman
season,
as our
so
EA
both these
Sports
coaching staffs
halftime
likely
report.
making
Coach.
plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The Browns needed a true #1 receiver when they dealt for Cooper, and he took on that role immediately. Over 1,100 yards and a career-best 9 touchdowns in 2022. Their now established top target picks up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Completes it right side to Cooper. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, here's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Mixing up the middle.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Mixon on second down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
11 Thomas.
First down. Here's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. McPherson now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second down, here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Watson on first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Not a bad year by Hubbard. 6.5 sacks for the Bengals. And he made the longest fumble return in playoff history in a win against division rival Baltimore.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Shot.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
11.
Chase, the motion man right.
11 MT, take. 11. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into the...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Logan Wilson.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, Nick?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Here we go.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
11 MT. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11-90.
Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 31.
Watson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here's Watson. Open man. Here's Schwartz, complete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Watson.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Watson to throw.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.